Okay, this is my first video with the first next generation guitar prototype. Just had it come in a couple days from my engineer, and this is going to be the first video to show you what it kind of sounds like and to kind of discuss some of the issues that came up recently with this, some of the new problems that we're going to have to deal with. So first I'll just play it a little bit and give you an idea of the sound. It's kind of an idea how it sounds. I'm not proficient at playing it yet, and it's definitely going to need a strap to work. But we're getting some good pitches out of it, and it's got a pretty decent sound. The first issue that I found, is that this little bridge nut at the bottom right here was actually made out of wood, a very soft wood, and it doesn't really seem to be a good material for getting good vibrations. I know a lot of guitars and basses use metals like brass or ivory or some type of bone, to get good vibrations. So what's going on here is we're kind of getting double frequencies on every string, meaning that it's creating two pitches instead of just one. And I found out a way to alleviate that is by holding a finger on the top of the string on the bridge while I pluck it. But of course, we're not going to be able to do that with the real instrument. So we're going to have to get another bridge developed and also to cut some grooves in it, just like a bass or a guitar, so these strings can vibrate clearly and with a pure fundamental tone. The next issue that I had was the actual wrapping of these strings. I'm not very proficient at it myself, so as you can see, there's not much string wrapped around the actual post, which leads to tuning fluctuations. It leads to the tuning not being spot on or not remaining rigid. So we're going to have to address that issue. The next issue is that these tuners clearly are facing up, which makes them easy to bump and not get out of tune. So our original idea was to unscrew these tuner tops, which would leave just a kind of post that we could tune the instrument with, but that's still going to be right here in this area. They might be less apt to be knocked out of tune, but that's kind of going to be in the way. So what I'd really like to do is to turn these tuners or find some other type of tuners that will be under the bottom of the instrument, covered by a wooden plate, so we can get in there with a screwdriver to tune it, but they don't impede our hand movement. As you can see, there's a bridge right here, and then the tuners stick up out of the top. I actually eventually want to have the bridge on both sides, so we have a nice flat surface where you can run your hand up and down as you play the instrument. So in a nutshell, that's pretty much it. We have our Oscar Schmidt actually pickups under here, designed for an auto harp, and they seem to amplify the sound pretty well. So I'm happy with that. This thing really agrees with certain effects. It sounds good with analog delay effects, reverb, and things like that. So we're going to do some more experimentation with that. There you can see the preamp in the back for these pickups. Yeah, so as always, if you like what we're doing and you want to help out, please feel free to go to our donation page and give a donation, and that would really help a lot towards getting this full prototype done and making this instrument that everybody could use. So I'm just going to mess around with it a little bit more as I finish up here, and yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me, and like I said, donations are always welcome.